Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This was a house in Bethesda, Maryland that was full of clutter. You'll see thick dust on some surfaces, and other surfaces look like they were cleaned yesterday. I don't know why. There was lots of china, wedgwood, and vases and teacups and Royal Doulton figurines and biscuit jars, gold mirrors, a convex mirror, and an eagle on top of a mirror. There was an unusual armchair and chairs with needlepoint seats. And in one bedroom, there were enough unopened Kleenex boxes and Maxwell House 8-ounce flavored coffees, among other things, to keep someone supplied for a couple of months. Even though the house was only 1,000 square feet, it took us 12 days to empty it. My helper and I worked a total of 14 hours each over the first 4 days. Then we worked 7.5 hours on the 5th day cleaning out bedrooms. On the 6th day, my helper and I and her husband worked 6 hours cleaning out closets and the attic. We took 3 carloads of items to charity. On the 7th day, my helper and I met Junket Dump It crew, and we emptied trash out of the attic for 3 hours. The 8th day, I went alone to the house to meet the family for 4 hours. On the 9th day, we worked 6 hours while the family, the lawyer, a property appraiser, the auction house vice president, and the trash hauler came to the house. On the 10th day, my helper and I met 4 family members for 3 hours at the house. I believe they came to pick out items they wanted to keep so we could pack it up for them. On the 11th day, my helper and her son worked for 8 hours sorting and packing. So on the 12th and last day, she and I met the attorney and Weschler's auction house crew to help them. The final day, we were only there 80 minutes. The house was sold to a construction company, and a 3,000 square foot home now sits between 2 one-story houses. The final home was a row house in Baltimore, Maryland, very close to I-95. The personal representative from New York City called me and wanted the house prepared for an auction pickup that was going to take place in 2 weeks. He met me on a Sunday at the house and told me that he had arranged for 25 pieces to go to an auction house in White Marsh, Maryland. I wasn't to touch stuff on the sofa, in dressers, or armoire, or in the bathrooms. What was left for my helper and I to take care of took 4 hours one afternoon to sort, bag up trash, box up charity, and put it in my car to be dropped off on our way home after we met the trash hauler, Junket Dump It. This was a nice change from the 12-day job we were doing at the same time. Usually scheduling work out, I did one house at a time. I would start on another house at the conclusion of the first, but occasionally I did 2 or 3 homes at the same time. The lawyers were usually very flexible how long it took us to finish because they knew we worked fast when we were in the house. Those weeks that we worked Monday and Tuesday in one house and then Wednesday in a second house and Thursday and Friday in a third house got to be confusing. But that didn't happen monthly. I did get calls from people who sold a house and then they thought about how to get it cleaned out. Sometimes they thought they could do it themselves and realized it was harder than it looked once they started working in the house. Then they started looking for someone else to come in and finish the job. Then they might only have 1 week to complete the job before the house went to settlement. They didn't know I was a small company with several independent workers I called as needed, and not a nationwide moving company with a crew of 50 to call upon. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to my channel so you will be notified the next time I upload a video here. There are more photos from these 2 jobs on the Facebook page 800 Houses, 800 Jobs.